Hi, my name is Kaylee Berry, and I am a junior piano pedagogy major here at Shorter, and I would like to tell you a little bit about myself. First and foremost, I am a Christian. I have been going to church for as long as I can remember, and although going to church is a huge part of my Christian walk, it doesn't make me a Christian. I believe that, according to the Bible, every person who has ever lived has sinned. Because we sin, we deserve death. However, God loves us, His creation, so much that He sent His one and only perfect Son to this earth to live as a human and die, taking on the sin of every man. God's Son, Jesus Christ, died and was raised again 3 days later, conquering death for me and for every other sinful person. Although Jesus died for everyone's sin, the salvation He provided is not forced on everyone. We are given a choice to accept the gift of salvation or to reject it. I personally accepted that gift when I was 6 years old, and I've been trying to live in a way that is pleasing to God ever since. Although I struggle sometimes, my faith in God is the biggest thing about me, and if you want to know more, I would be more than happy to share with you. Playing the piano is something that some people might say that I do well. I may not do as well as some, but I enjoy playing nonetheless. I've been taking piano lessons since I was 7 years old, so that's going on about 14 years now. I didn't always love to play the piano. In fact, when I began taking lessons, it was all my parents could do to get me to practice. But when we moved to a different city and began homeschooling, my interest in piano increased greatly. I grew to enjoy it so much that I'm now majoring in piano pedagogy, which is basically piano teaching. I want to be the kind of teacher who can inspire her students to be great pianists, but to have fun as well. So fears. My biggest fear is spiders. I am deathly afraid of spiders. I don't know why, because I've never had any kind of terrible experience with spiders, but I hate them, and they scare me. When I was moving out of my dorm at the end of my sophomore year, I was taking down my curtains in my room, and a huge spider fell out of the curtains onto the floor and crawled away. I hate them so much. I had to leave the room and get one of my friends to come in and kill the spider for me. Another instance was when I found a spider who had taken up residence on my ceiling. I then proceeded to go find a vacuum cleaner and suck the spider off of the ceiling because I could not sleep in the room knowing that there was a spider living above my bed. Call me irrational, but I hate spiders. So what would I do if I won $10 million? I would probably put a lot of it towards missions. I would either give it to missionaries who are already serving, or I would use it to fund a mission trip for myself and others. During the summer of last year, I served as a missionary in Manchester, England for 2 weeks. I worked with a couple from Texas who were serving through the International Mission Board in Manchester. We ministered to students studying at the University of Manchester, and I loved every second of it. I would love so much to go back and to visit the friends that I made while I was there, but I also want to visit other countries as well. So that's probably how I would spend $10 million. When it comes to my future, I plan on getting married the fall after I graduate, so the fall of 2013. I want to have a family and be a stay-at-home mom, and I plan on using my degree to start my own private piano studio. I would like to be part of some kind of ministry somewhere, but I'm not sure where yet. I do know that God is leading me into some sort of mission work, whether it be at home or somewhere else, but I trust that God will reveal that to me in His own timing. Well, that's about it. You now know everything you need to know about me.